Are you wondering if you've met your true twin flame? Maybe you're deciding between two or more people but just aren't sure how to tell the difference. Could it be a false twin flame? So, is there a way that you can definitively know when you've met your true twin flame? We're going to explore in this video 5 things that only happen with true twin flames. A couple of these signs may happen in any relationship, but the difference with your true twin flame is that they embody all 5 of these signs every time without fail. So let's get down to it. Sign number 1, perfect mirroring. This is the first sign that your twin flame mirrors you perfectly, and there may be many people in your life that you will meet in any situation that mirror you as well, because you are the creator of your own reality. So, of course, you'll experience mirroring, but your twin flame is literally your perfect mirror. Perfect. That means every little thing, every little detail, every misalignment or every strength, whatever it is, your twin flame mirrors perfectly, instantly. Quite often this can be seen where twin flames may get into an argument and make a choice of separation. For example, if you choose to separate and then your twin flame instantly mirrors you, perhaps this mirroring shows up as your twin flame instantly blocking you when you make a certain choice. Also, when you clear these blocks, they instantly mirror the change. Mirroring can happen in every relationship in your life, but the difference with your twin flame is that they know you at such a deep level within you because they are one with you. That means that you can't hide anything from them. If you have a block and you're avoiding it, like you might do in a normal relationship, it's not going to work out because they can feel that from miles away and they're going to mirror your energy. This is because it's in your shared consciousness and they are one with it. You cannot hide it anywhere. So the best thing to do is heal it. Sign number 2, perfect change. Your twin flame changes perfectly as you change. This is like the next step to mirroring. So your twin flame is going to mirror your blocks. And so let's say you have a block with self-worth, your self-value, and you don't value yourself. Well, your twin flame will mirror that. And that's the whole runner-chaser thing. Chasing your twin flame actually means that you're not properly valuing yourself because you're seeking something in them rather than realizing that you are perfect already. And so as you start to clear these blocks, you'll start to realize your value and worth and heal your self-love. Your twin flame will instantly change and they're instantly going to show you that. Sign number 3, always on the same page. Your twin flame will naturally be in the same place as you, the same page, because again, you and your twin flame, unlike any other relationship, share one consciousness. And the way Jeff and Shalia describe it in their book, Twin Flames, Finding Your Ultimate Lover, is that twin flames come from the same soul blueprint. Just like the way that physical bodies have DNA, your soul has spiritual DNA that makes who you are as a soul. And your twin flame is the one person in all of creation that shares the exact same soul DNA and blueprint as you. And so it means that you make the same core choices. You share the same consciousness. You are the same at the core. You're not carbon copies of each other, but you are literally so intimately connected that you share one consciousness between the two of you. And so that's why you're always on the same page. Your twin flame is not the kind of person that will one day want one thing and then they'll want another thing and eventually go their separate ways or break up your relationship. Not with your twin flame. With your twin flame, you always want the same things at the same time because you are one. Separation is impossible. It's a very unique thing for twin flames. Your true twin flame is the only one who will be with you eternally. The way that Jeff and Shalia often describe it is that you're an eternal soul, and that means that you're going to make many, many choices that are going to bring you in many, many different directions. And so you may have really close, maybe soul family members or really close friends or people that you really resonate with. Well, eventually on your eternal journeys, this person is going to choose something that takes them in another direction to go and experience something. And you may go in the opposite direction. At some point, you will go in separate directions. But with your twin flame, you literally always choose the same thing. So there's no separation. They're always going to want exactly what you want. There's always going to be a choice of exactly what you choose, and there's never going to be a point where you outgrow each other. And that's one of the most beautiful things about having your twin flame. That is the person that's always going to get you in that moment. You have a partner in everything you do in life, and as you progress on your spiritual journey, this is the person that remains always, no matter what. There's something very beautiful about taking this path, and why all the inner work you need to do to achieve your union and harmonious union is totally worth it. You may have arguments and miscommunications, but the difference between your twin flame and being in a soulmate relationship, when you and your twin flame take the time to work through the upset or block or the argument that you've been having at the core, there's always going to be perfect agreement. Miscommunication is only healing. You're always actually on the same page, and you're just miscommunicating every single time you argue. And so when you have an argument or a fight with your twin flame, it's actually taking you deeper into communication together and deeper into oneness. And so you get clear on what the block is or what the problem is when you realize, oh, we were on the same page, we wanted the same thing. We were just miscommunicating based on maybe traumas or triggers and upsets. You heal these together, and so in a twin flame union, your arguments do not fracture the relationship. They actually strengthen it when you work through them, whereas if you're with someone who's not your twin flame, arguments and disagreements can harm and will fracture the relationship because that person is not one with you. They're not meant to be with you in the way your twin flame is, because even when you resolve it, you may not be in the same place or desire the same thing with this other person. But with your twin flame, it's always the same at the core. Perfect. Sign number 4. Perfect timing. Your lifestyles align perfectly, and that's very similar to what we just talked about because you are literally one. When you get together, your sleeping schedules, your goals and dreams for your ideal lifestyle, eating goals, health, and all of that, you'll want the same thing there, and your lives will really, really easily integrate. The work ethic, the place where you want to live, you'll always be in the same place, same ambition, same everything. And like the way that you want your house to be clean, you may have some organisation issues, you might have some upsets about that, but once you get clear, you'll sometimes discover an even better way that you both love. So it's okay to move through that. These things don't mean that it's not your twin flame. It's like, hey, I like this and she likes this and I don't like that, so that's okay. Time to go deeper there. So if your twin flame doesn't like something that you like, there'll be a reason for it. Ask why they don't like it. Why their way or your way. Maybe there is a better way. So it's a process of getting clear together. You need to have communication to get clear. You can't expect everything to be perfect from day one and for your twin flame to be already ascended. No, you are merging two lives. So it's going to be a process of harmonizing and communicating. So it's very important. And all of these points you may or may not have in your union already, but there are things that as you choose to develop them, they happen very naturally for every single twin flame. Sign number 5, unconditional love. You never get bored with them. You never get bored, you never lose interest, you never run out of things to talk about. It's always interesting, entertaining, and in a normal relationship, maybe you get part of each other, but after a while, there's nothing more to explore. But with your twin flame, the more time you have in the relationship, the more you like it and the more deep you can go with them. It's delightful. It gets better every day. You never run out of conversation topics. You never get bored. You never feel like they don't get you or they're not interested in the same thing at the same level as you. You're perfectly matched with your twin flame, and they're always right there with you, and they're always going to get you. They get all of you. The constant development of the relationship is a sign that it's your true twin flame. It does result in really interesting and beautiful relationship that always deepens and gets more interesting. You don't ever plateau or get bored with each other. It's like you've been having one long conversation for as long as you've known each other. And from that very first conversation, you never stop communicating. Because your twin flame is you, you never run out of things to talk about with yourself. There's always something you're thinking about and going deeper in. It's the same with your twin flame. So those are the definitive twin flame signs. But what about the other supposedly twin flame signs? Like, do twin flames look alike? You can find out a little bit more about that by watching the video appearing on your screen now.